Hey, so this is the first time I've ever done a video like this, so if you could do me a favor and like it, that'd be swell. And please don't say anything bad about it because I'm insecure, and if you say anything even remotely mean, I'll probably delete my whole channel. The Nintendo 3DS was one of the best-selling handheld consoles of all time, with over 75 million of them sold across all models, at least 3 of which were bought and played to death by a 14-year-old me. Like, literally, I played my first 3DS XL so much that the circle pad broke off. The system was one of, if not my favorite console of all time. It seriously felt like a home console you could take on the go with you. And I know that the Switch is supposed to be exactly that, but the 3DS just holds a special place in my heart. To put it simply, the idea of owning more than one Switch Lite makes me fidget in my seat, but I could have a 3DS for each finger and not bat an eye. And with such a successful console line, you'd expect it to have some games, right? I mean, it'd sure be weird if it didn't. 3DS family has an amazing library with nearly 1,400 games, and today we're going to take a look at my top 6, in no particular order except that I tried to put the most expectable ones first and work my way down. And don't worry, I'm not just going to give some crappy IGN top AAA titles like, oh, I liked Mario Kart 7 and I liked Super Mario 3D Land. That said, Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. It's a Smash Bros. Game on 3DS. This game was revealed at E3 2013 and released in North America in October of 2014. Even though nowadays Ultimate is the definitive way to play Smash Bros., Smash for 3DS is still one of my favorite games to come back to, and I have fond memories of following all the news and character releases leading up to this one, including but not limited to Shulk, Little Mac, Mega Man, Boobs, and Villager. I could make a whole video about this game alone, and maybe I will someday, but suffice to say that Smash for the 3DS, one of the best games on the system. Tomodachi Life is a life simulator where you can make all your friends and family move into the same apartment building and live life. I mean, they don't have to be your friends and family. Look, here's a picture of Sans in the game. I got this game for Christmas in 2015 and got a ton of playtime out of it for like 2 months. Yeah, this game was super fun, but it just lacked enough variety to keep me coming back for long. If Nintendo were to put this one on the Switch, please, dear God, do it. I think they'd need to add a bit more variety to the content in the game, as well as some new content in general. But please, Nintendo, if by some miracle you're watching this, keep the rap battles. I live for the rap battles. Animal Crossing New Leaf, not only one of my favorite 3DS games, but my favorite Animal Crossing in the series as a whole. While it wasn't the first Animal Crossing I played, it was the first one I bought with my own money, which probably makes me appreciate it that much more. New Leaf is pretty similar to the other games, except that in this one, you play as the king, dictator, mayor. It really adds to what you can do with your town and your interactions with the villagers. Plus, you get your own office in the town hall where you work on community projects with the help of your secretary, Isabel, also known as Don't Google My Name on a Public Computer. The business side of running your town combined with the calmness of the music and the atmosphere makes for, in my opinion, one of the best games on the 3DS. Ever played the Island Flyover minigame on Wii Sports Resort? Guess what? You've played Pilotwings Resort. This was a launch title for the 3DS that was made to demonstrate its 3D capabilities. It's a flight simulator that features 3 different ways to fly around Woohoo Island: plane, hang glider, and the best one. One of my favorite things about this game is just looking around the island in Rocket Belt mode. Woohoo Island feels so real in this way, like this is a place I would actually want to go in real life, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. Because this game used to be like a $5 impulse buy at GameStop, and now it's $40 on the 3DS eShop, which, in my opinion, seems like a bit much. However, if you could pick this one up for cheap somewhere, I definitely recommend giving it a whirl. Okay, I might get some backlash for this one, but I like Sticker Star. Yeah, I've heard that compared to the other Paper Mario titles, this one is considered a bit less than stellar, but I wouldn't have to worry about that because, get this, I haven't played any other Paper Mario games. However, I get the idea that if I enjoyed it as much as I did as a kid without ever playing any of the other games, it kinda tells me that the game couldn't have been that bad. I don't really remember much of this game beyond really enjoying it as a kid, but I do still have a copy, so I'll probably play through it again and make a review for this one later. Fifth Cell created two of the most popular third-party DS and 3DS system game series, being Drawn to Life and Scribblenauts. And while Drawn to Life is a great couple of games, I definitely played Scribblenauts way more, and Unmasked was undoubtedly my favorite in the series. It had everything that made the first three Scribblenauts games so great, as well as the ability to summon more than 2,000 different items from the DC universe, each having a paragraph about what it is and what it does. They also ported Unmasked to the Switch as well as Unlimited in the Scribblenauts Mega Pack, and this keyboard is disgusting. Okay, so the Nintendo Switch already has a touchscreen and a keyboard function. So why did they make it so you have to use this layout to type? You can't even switch between the two keyboard options. This is painful. So, Scribblenauts Unmasked for the Switch? I've seen better. For the 3DS? So good. So, there you have it, my top 6 games for the 3DS. And please keep in mind that this isn't necessarily a definitive list. I'm sure somebody's gonna comment a game saying, what about this one? And I'm gonna be all like, oh crap, I forgot about that one. It may just be my nostalgia talking, but the Nintendo 3DS was probably my favorite console, handheld or otherwise, and I hold their whole library close to my heart. But what do I know? I'm just some idiot who liked Paper Mario Sticker Star.